And it's here. Okay. So this is the Soundwall panel for the girls. Okay. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. So this is Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Hello.
Okay. And then we have Marie. Raise your hand, Marie. Hi. Yeah. And Alice. And then we have Ellie.
Hi.
Hello. And then we have Annabelle.
Hi.
What's up, girl? Okay. And Alice. Oh yeah, I forgot the delay's on, and I was just like, I'm listening to what I just said. Anyways, let's see. So like for everybody, like, what are some memories that you took away from attending the camp? And then Sam, you can start, I guess.
I mean, honestly, I went to Soundwall for I think 6 years, and even now I'm in college in New York, but some of my best friends are from that camp. So I guess just all of the connections I've made and the people I've met is something that really sticks with you when you go there, and I miss it a lot.
I miss you. Okay.
I miss you.
Marie or Alice, you guys pick one. You're in the same room. Okay. Okay. Marie, go. Okay, Marie, go.
Okay. Best memory?
See. Like, what are some memories that you made from attending camp?
Okay. Well, I definitely made some fun memories meeting new people and really just exploring what I can do vocally and me performing. I'd never really performed anywhere but in a choir setting. It was really like new and exciting for me to perform in more like
Did the thing's frozen. I can't see. Yeah. Is that just me? Or
No, I can't either.
wait, Marie, say something. Okay, I can hear you. Your thing just froze. Okay, so Alice, you can go. Wait, Alice? What are you saying? Are you saying words? I can hear you and your thing froze.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything. I can't hear Alice at all. Oh, wait, I see you. Okay, now say something. Go.
I'm all with like a friend. That one.
Okay, now. I don't hear anything, so I think that means you guys stopped. Okay. And then Ellie.
Oh, the thing I most took away, I mean, it's just such a beautiful location to get to be for a week or 2 weeks with people from all over the place. It's just sort of those one-of-a-kind experiences that you kind of can't forget, those couple of weeks that you got to spend in redwood trees overlooking the ocean, playing music all day, it's sort of the whole thing, so memorable.
Nice. Okay. And then Annabelle, what about you?
I'm gonna mention a specific one. Last summer, a group of kids on the second to last night of camp decided to perform Wonderwall, and we all went wild. Like, usually, like, the setup is that there's kind of a band area, and then there's seats where you can watch. And we all came running down from the seats, and we're jumping up and down and singing Wonderwall at the top of our lungs. And I just felt really great in that moment because the entire camp was included, and we were just having a super fun time. And I felt like I could just be myself.
Yay! I remember that. That was nice. Okay, Sam, what's the most important thing you learned at Soundwall?
I think probably the most important thing is learning how to be more confident in my own musical ability, because when I first started going to camp, I had never really played in front of anyone before, and I was very nervous. And then I remember I got put in a band. I was 12, and I got put in a band with 4 other 17-year-old boys, and they wanted to do a Sex Pistols song, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know who those are. And then by the end, I performed it, and I jumped off the drum risers at the end. And so I never realized I could do that. And I mean, not just in my ability as a musician, I've taken that with me in the rest of my life as well. And I don't think I would have learned that if I hadn't gone to camp.
Let's see. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Annabelle. So, like, what would you tell your younger? No. This question is just for you. Okay. Like, what's something you would tell your younger self, like going into Soundwall?
Yeah, I think what I would tell my younger self is don't be afraid to reach out and talk to new people. Everyone there is so friendly, like especially the older kids. When I first came, I was a little intimidated, but then like I realized that there was like no reason to be because everybody's super welcoming, and like we're just trying to create a fun and welcoming environment for everybody. So yeah, go reach out and talk to people you wouldn't normally think to talk to because everybody brings their own talents.
Cool. And then Alice or Anne Marie, or I should give you guys individual questions. So I'm gonna Alice this time. Let's see. What were like the other girls like at camp?
Okay. Honestly, they were so nice. Like when I first went to camp, I was like mostly afraid of being judged. And like, okay, really shut up. Because like I told her all my problems. And like what surprised me was like everyone was so welcoming and like accepting. Like I didn't feel judged.
Okay. Let me see. What's another question? What's the for Marie? What's like the housing situation like?
So you go into the doors and you're either with 2, 3,
1 or 2.
No, I don't know. 2 or 3 other girls. Personally, I like being one other girl, but that's just a fact. There was
Okay. Oh shit. Am I going through? I think you're done talking. I'm not sure. Are you? Your video's like completely cut off too. Like I don't know why it's frozen. But I hope I didn't cut you off. I just can't tell. So I'm gonna go on to the next person. And then Ellie, like this one is specifically for you because we wrote it specifically for you. Yeah.
Oh.
So like compared to your camp experience when you were a student, like compared to now, like what could you say about that?
It's interesting. I mean, there's a lot of similarities. I think, you know, Soundwall's always been a community of very welcoming and, you know, like loving individuals who form a very close bond and care a lot about the thing. That was true when I was a camper. It's still true now. It's interesting now there seem to be a lot more girls attending camp. I think, I mean, you know, maybe the numbers are similar. It seems like there's more. I think the percentage of lady campers is higher. Like my first year as a camper, it was the first all-girl band that they ever had. And now that just seems like silly. You know, there's been a bunch of years where an entire band has been ladies. And also I think because of that, the young gal campers seem to have a bit more of like a tight bond going on because there's just more of you. Whereas when I was a camper, it maybe felt a bit more like we were all trying to figure out how to be one of the guys, you know, as opposed to going to Soundwall and there's just like this built-in community of a bunch of young ladies who are also into music. So yeah, that's a big difference that I'm happy to see.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think, whatever. And then this is like a question for everybody. Where'd it go? I don't want to like word it wrong. Oh yeah, okay, so like, how did you guys feel about there being so many boys at camp? And then when you got there, like, how did it feel like when you were there? If that makes, I hope that makes sense. Yeah. And then Sam can go first.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Brad, yeah, that's
Sorry.
you.
So when I first got there, my first year there, like Ellie said, there weren't as many girls a long time ago. And I think because of that, I mean, when I was there were about 8 girls. And we all got really, really close because we were all in the same dorm and we would just all hang out together. And I mean, even the older girls would help the younger girls like me. And that was really nice to see, actually. And so it became like its own little community, and you'd have the bigger community with the guys and with your band. But then you'd come to the dorms at night and just be with the girls, and we'd all hang out and just talk, and it was so much fun. And yeah, so I really did like being a girl at camp a lot.
Okay, and then I guess Marie, yeah? Hopefully it won't cut you off. I hope I didn't. I'm so sorry if I did. Please go.
As a girl at camp, I felt really like supported by the other girls, which was really nice. And I thought it was a good ratio of boys to girls the years that I went.
Please go.
I felt really like supported. I felt like the relationship between guys and girls was really strong. A good ratio. And it was just a good community.
Okay. And then Alice's turn. Did you like pretend here? What this is a violently chat thing or whatever. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's good. Support. Okay, anyways, Alice, is your turn.
Back. Well, when I first went, like, I was kind of intimidated by the guys because I was like the only girl in my band. So like, I wanted to be like, oh yeah, like you can pick the song, but then like, I got really close with like a lot of the other girls, and like I don't know, it felt like really supported, like Marie said. Like I wanted to be like, oh yeah.
Ellie, yeah. My bad. Sorry, just got back from school. I'm just processing life.
No,
yeah.
Great. Yeah, I mean, I think like doing music, I feel like this will change, but I just was always so used to being kind of the only girl in the group, you know. Probably a lot of us who are in school ensembles, it's mostly guys. So yeah, I don't know. It's I'm more interested in just now that there's more ladies there, because that actually to me is like more feels more bizarre, because in music I'm always used to being the only girl, and it's kind of this cool new thing to be like, I could have a band of all ladies and not a girl band, like not because we're ladies, just because I like that guitar player and that drummer and they happen to be gals. So I don't know. I was so used to being around guys all the time that at Soundwall was like, oh, of course, there's a bunch of dudes. But the girls are very supportive. So yeah.
I like that. Cool beans. And then Annabelle.
So I don't know. I was so
So simply put, I think at Soundwall, like, gender doesn't define you. I mean, it's like how well you can shred or how well you can sing, or like it's people like respect each other's commitment and talent to music in music, and like I don't think people really like bring like the typical biases one might have about women in music. just because there are like so many talented female musicians there. And I definitely agree with Ellie that the ratio has like increased in recent years. I think actually my past 2 years I've been in all girl bands, which has been super awesome and empowering. Ellie,
Okay. And then I just want to add to that too, even though I'm probably just gonna like reiterate everything that everyone just said, but like I remember like before I went to camp, like I was stressing over it a lot. I mean not a lot, but like 50%. I don't know. Like I was just worried. I'm like, like am I gonna make friends? Like are the boys gonna be like mean? Like are the girls gonna what are the girls like? I don't know. And then when I got there, I mean, first of all, like right off the bat, like the girls were amazing. I mean, they were just so, I don't know, like all the girls are just so supportive of each other. And like, I mean, if you feel embarrassed, like you don't feel embarrassed for being a girl there. You kind of feel proud, if anything. I mean, more than proud. Like you feel like, I mean, you feel like a rock star. I realized the camera's still on Annabelle too, my bad. I don't know. But like, and then we just like really been embracing like the girl power thing. Like I just think that's amazing. I don't know, like I'm just always so proud to be a girl. And like I am, but like especially at camp, if that makes sense. Okay, and then let's see, what's the my phone locked, so the questions will come in 3 seconds. Do you guys let's see, I'm gonna do another individual question round. Ellie, do you have any like female like music role models?
Actually a big one for me is a woman named Eva Gardner, who taught at Soundwall when I was a camper my first year, which I guess probably would have been in like maybe 2002 or 3. She's amazing. She was one of the original bass players in Mars Volta. She's played for years for Pink, and like so many other people. I mean, that's just kind of one of her main gigs. And yeah, I just remember seeing her play, and like she would just be holding it down. Like it wasn't about the fact that she was a woman, but she also wasn't trying to hide her femininity. You know, it just felt like she was being who she was. She happened to be a woman, and she played the bass really well. So, and she still does play the bass really well. But yeah, Soundwall, that was one of my early female music inspirations.
I mean, just saying, that's like someone else I know in here who plays bass super well. I think it's you. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, you're like literally amazing on the bass.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were talking like I'm pretty sure that's Ellie. Like that's Annabelle. Well, I forgot your question. Give me a second. Oh, how do you feel about the rule that the girls are allowed in the boys' dorm, but the boys aren't allowed in the girls' dorm?
Yeah, I think it's like definitely slightly different than other camps, but I think it works well because basically the reason that rule is in place is so like if you meet as a band, like after you leave the music building, you have a place to do that. There's like spaces for you to like meet as a band and be boys and girls. And during those times, like the door is always open to like no silly things can happen. But also like if you wanted like just be with girls, you just go back up. Sometimes it's a different building, sometimes it's a different floor, but then you just go back to your floor and all girls. So I think it's a good balance, and I think it's a like a good approach to figuring out like having mixed genders versus single genders in the dorms.
Okay. Marie. Okay. So, do you play in bands outside of camp?
The only way outside of camp is choir.
Oh, choir. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Like your school choir.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Um, um, I had a question for Alice. It's right there somewhere. What are your favorite bands? There we go.
My favorite band. Okay, well, I got really I got really nervous because my second year I did jungle and I'm really into it. And those two.
Okay. I think you're done talking.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm really sorry this delay is so intense. I have one for Sam because for Sam. Or did I? Actually, I'm gonna go and ask like questions for everybody, but I'll start with Sam. How about that?
Cool.
Okay. So like, as we all know, there's a performance at the end of each week, each session, right? So if you could pick one, what is your favorite like performance that you've done? And I know it's the one with me, so you don't have to like get into detail. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I think for me, it would either be my first one or my last one. Just because my first one was the Sex Pistols one I was talking about earlier. And I didn't know that I had that in me. And that was just a great moment when I realized I could actually get up on a stage and perform and overcome that fear that I had. And then the last one I did was actually a side project that made it into the show when I did Don't Stop Me Now with like it was a great way to end a long era of me being at camp, and everyone rushed the stage and it was so awesome, and I cried. It was so much fun. I still think about that a lot.
Do it. And then Marie or Alice. I called him Marie first, so Alice first. Or before, so Alice first. Okay. What was your favorite performance? That you did, I guess.
You did.
I did. Performance was probably the most recent year. And
Pearl Jam.
Yeah, the Pearl Jam song that I did, Even
That was
Flow.
good.
I thought that was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I had a really fun time putting it together with my band. And I really liked everyone in it.
Alice, you're next. Yeah. I realize doing this is not going to do anything. This just looks weird, so keep going.
Because my first year there was like I was so nervous, like on stage I was like freaking out. But when I did Welcome to the Jungle, which is the most recent year I went, like I felt like really confident and I was able to do it, and I kind of just like went for it, and that was a good memory.
Nice. Okay, and then Ellie.
Yeah. Oh, favorite performance. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know. I think it's hard to say because it's been maybe 10 years since I was a camper. I don't know. I mean,
or you can talk about what you like remember the most, I guess, if you want.
It's hard to say. Gosh, they're all so fun and so hard to pick, and the years blend together. But my first year, I got to play in an all-girl band. I was very young, and everybody else was older. And we did "Suffragette City" by David Bowie. And that was probably that was pretty fun because I was like 11, and the other girls were like 17. 16, 17 years old, and they were so nice. I didn't feel like I was so much younger than them, and now I'm like, oh wow, they were being really nice to an 11-year-old. That's cool.
That's
yeah.
Okay. Annabelle.
So I'd say my favorite performance, it was my second year at camp, and I was in an all-girl band, and we played Sangria. Bianca was in that band.
Wait, what do we do?
Santeria.
Cinder. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. And I think that might have been like the first time I soloed in front of a crowd, like ever. I play guitar, by the way, in case that wasn't. I didn't mention that. And I had like worked so hard to memorize this solo, and then I got up there and I played it really well. And I just remember, like, I was still studying the younger people at camp, but everybody was like cheering and clapping, and I felt so proud in that moment. And yeah, it was just really empowering.
Oh, okay. Stop moving, so you're done talking. And then I probably answered this question in the last video, but who cares? I'm gonna do it again. My favorite performance. I mean, at first it was like my first year because like we did "Still Into You" by Paramore, and like I mean, I had a good time on stage, and then when I watched like the video afterwards, I can't believe no one told me I couldn't dance. Like it was so, oh my god.
I relate.
But like I look like a happy fool on stage, and it just makes me so happy. But my favorite one was probably like this last year, and we did "Newborn" by Muse.
Yes.
Annabelle was in that band, and I don't know, and like I sang for the first time, and just like. And it was just so cool. Like I felt like I could do, like I was on top of the world. Like you could never get me to sing up until that point. And then I did, and I was like, whoa. So yeah, no, it was just, that was my favorite one. And I loved everyone in that band too. And we're still like super tight. So it's just nice. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I asked all the questions. So thank you everyone for, does anyone want to say any like last words? I feel like that's weird. But like,
Go to Soundwall.
Yeah, go to Soundwall.
We want you to come Soundwall. We want you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think that's everyone. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.